Here we go, here we go. Lock, lock, lock.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It's an end around. Tavon Austin. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 25.
11.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
Here we go. Set. Pick up the flag. Get that quarterback. And on.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And got his man complete. 33 yards that time.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Forced out to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back. to Miami. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to find Conley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down.
Here we go. Right here. 21. Here we go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 17, Garoppolo. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Conley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
You're not ready. 36.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check your hot read. Yep, go. '53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. He's got it to Williams. 11 yards there, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set, ready. Hey, no more. Mike, no more. Mike, 53. Let's set a tone.
Now Murray again. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Now, 53. Mike. Yeah. Kill.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them. Passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. I got you, punt. Check it. Max box. Right.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
53. Check 53.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Now Murray off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
25, check 25, check 25. Switch it, come on. Two. Check, cross.
Here's Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Jets.
Here we go.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense
Here we go.
has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
1, Omaha. Hey, my 7.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. Watch the screen. Peek it.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And some room to work. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big run by the big man Fournette. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, keep it up.
Here's Murray from midfield. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for
Miami touchdown. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markevius Mingo able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Garoppolo hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, alert! 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 21, 21. Hey, go, go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 57, 57's right.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Last stop. Last stop.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch the block, motion, block, block, block. Shift, watch the shift.
Fournette. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He don't know no better. No, no, no. Off, off. 66. Pull it. Half. Let's go. Short, short. Here we got Mike, number 53.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Your trip is huge, baby. Your trip is huge.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Philip Dorsett, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run with Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Trying to toss play to Love. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. 22, check, 22, check,
They will run it. It's Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good pickup there, a 22. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
21.
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the two-point try. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Fournette. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we are. Check one.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Austin. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it with Bell. And now running right through it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around? And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On third down, here's Bell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.